What's up, y'all? It's B Wade. I'm coming to you with my 5 favorite plays for the MLB on Wednesday. I'm going to walk through them, kind of show you that data, and explain to you why I like these picks, why I'm putting my money on them. And the goal is to give you enough data so that you guys can make informed decisions as to whether you want to tail these or not. Looking at how we did today, for free picks, the Phillies-Cardinals game got postponed, and 2 of the 4 picks I gave out were Phillies. So they didn't do anything. Now the 2 guys that did play both hit, Aranda and I think Vlad both hit. So we went 2 for 2 on free picks that I gave out. And then looking at VIP, we are 4-1 in VIP right now. We still have 1 game playing. The Yankees are in extra innings. That will probably be over by the time I'm done editing, so I can let you know how that went here. You'll see it on the screen. But we continue to do well in VIP. Our bad days are breaking even, our good days are sweeping, right? So that's what the spectrum looks like. We are typically up anywhere between 5 and 12 units for a week, and everybody's making money right now. We're doing really well. There's always risk with gambling, right? It can always go sideways. You can lose, you can win, but over time, we are typically profitable. If you guys want to jump in VIP, there's 2 ways you can hop in. You can either use code MLB, get 80% off. You'll pay less than $10 and get all my picks for a week. Those are going to be our game picks, over-unders, money line spreads, and then also additional DFS entries as well. So use code MLB in the checkout, get 80% off, or a lot of people like this route. You can sign up with one of the apps I tell you about in this video, use my code, deposit $5, $10, and then send me a screenshot on Instagram, and I'll get you a free week of VIP. Both great options. I also do an autographed jersey giveaway every month on this channel. This month we're doing Anthony Edwards. It is just a small way for me to say thank you to y'all. All you need to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. You will be entered to win that in the raffle at the end of the month. Let's start getting into these picks. So I'm starting out with Juan Soto to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Right off the bat, he's hit this in 63% of games, and we're getting it at just about even money, right? So if I can get something that's hitting at just about 2/3 of the time, and I get an even payout for it, that's always going to be something that I am on board for. And then when you come down and you look at some of his splits, right? So against the pitcher he's facing, Bailey Falter, he's batting 3, so that's 3 for 8, right? He has 3 hits and 8 at bats, batting 375, solid, love to see that. And then against lefties, he's batting 353 compared to his average overall of 255. So he's hitting way better against lefties, which is what Bailey Falter is. He hits well against Bailey Falter, so this is a great matchup for him, and he's already hitting this 63% of the time. So that bumps us up a little bit better. That all put together, and I love Juan Soto over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm pairing that up. We're running Alec Bohm back. We didn't get to take it today because the game got postponed, but y'all, he's gotten a single now in what, 9 straight games? I can't count. 8 straight games he has a single in. You look, his last 10, he has a single in 9 of them. His last 20 games, he's only missed it 4 times. So he's hitting this at an 80% rate, and again, we're getting this at just about even money. Love this play, guys. I continue to lock in Alec Bohm, and he keeps coming up big for us. So that's going to be our first entry, Soto and Bohm. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 2.7x for this on Sleeper. Sleeper's one of my favorite apps. Use it every day. They have great payouts. They have really competitive lines. They give us a bunch of different promos every day, and then a sign-up bonus when you use code BWADE. They're going to double your first deposit up to $100 and give you a free pick to use. Take advantage of that kind of stuff. It's free money, you know. Also, when you do, take a screenshot, you send it to me on Instagram, and I'll get you that free week of VIP, and you can tail all our picks for the next week. On top of that, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you're entered to win that signed Anthony Edwards jersey. Let's get into these next 3. Taking Nico Horner over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Y'all, he is actually hitting 67% of his games. He's hitting this. Like, that's 2 out of every 3. And we're getting pretty much an even money payout on this. He's hit it in 4 straight games, 5 out of his last 6. Look at his last 20 games, and he's only missed this 5 times. So a 75% hit rate, and we're getting it at -119. And even better, when we look at how he hits against Ryan Weathers, He's 2 for 5 against him. Small sample size, right? But still, 2 for 5 is good. Love to see that. How's he hitting against lefties? 367, right? And his average in general is only 281. So he hits significantly better against lefties, and he's already doing well off on like hitting against everybody. So against lefties, he's doing even better. Love this play, guys. Nico Horner over 1.5. We're taking Vlad again over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You can see he's hitting this 66% of the time. Last 10, 80%. Last 20, 70%. He hasn't faced Ryan Pepiot. Pepiot, he's a middle-of-the-road pitcher, right? 3.8 ERA, 1.3 WHIP. That is, both numbers are really average. We look against right-handers. And sorry, I'm kind of going through this quick. The Yankees game is in extra innings right now, and I'm curious how it's going. That is our last pick of the day. So against righties, Vlad's hitting 273, which is just a little bit below his average. That doesn't worry me much. This is really just a play where he's consistently hitting this, right? You look, he's hit it his last 2. He's hit it 7 of his last 8. 90% over. Like, he's consistent. I'll continue to take this play. And then we're taking another Cub, Suzuki over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So that's the other piece. The Cubs are going up against Ryan Weathers, who has not pitched yet this year. Last year he was a very mediocre pitcher, so he's gonna have to knock some rust off pretty quick. And when we look at Suzuki, he's 0 for 1 against him, which doesn't really worry me. But he's batting .314 against lefties with 4 home runs in 35 at-bats. Yo, that's like 1 for every 9 at-bats. Every 9 at-bats against lefties, he's getting a home run. That's pretty much every other game, right? If you extrapolate that over a season, that's like 80 home runs. That's the rate that he's hitting home runs against lefties. So he is crushing lefties with the long ball. And he's already hitting this 50% of the time, but he's hitting way better against lefties than he is in general. He's only 239 for his overall average, but 314 against lefties. So the fact that he's going up against a lefty is the main reason I'm locking this in. And I feel great about it, especially against a guy making his first start of the season. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 4.5x for this on Underdog. Yo, Underdog has one of the craziest promos going during these NBA playoffs. It's called the Extender, and depending which game you're on in the series, they're giving you anywhere from a 40% to a 100% profit boost, 40% for game 1, all the way up to 100% for game 7. These are for all users, not just new users. They will increase your payout significantly. Yo, if you're not using Underdog, try it out. They will also double your first deposit when you use code BWADE. That's all the way up to $1,000. Take advantage of this kind of stuff. These promos don't come around often where they're going to give you 100% profit boosts. Sign up for Underdog. Take advantage of these promos and then take a screenshot. Send it over to me on Instagram. You'll get all of our picks for the next week. And like I keep telling, I mean, it's probably easier for me to put up some screenshots of like DMs I get, you know, comments on videos, comments on Instagram, whatever. Like, guys, we're making money. I know it's hard for you to believe me saying it because like there's so many people out there that say that and they're not, right? But we are, and I don't know how else to tell you. So try out VIP. You will not regret it. Sign up with one of these apps, use code MLB, whatever it is. Jump in VIP, try it out. You will do well. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you're entered to win that autographed Anthony Edwards jersey. Let's get some money, boys.